Greetings fellow gamers, welcome back to Schedule 1, welcome to the Onion channel. Today we are going to make the most overkill weed bungalow on the planet. The reason we're doing that is because on my series 0 to 100k only selling OG Kush, there's really only so much we can do. So I decided to go absolutely balls to the wall and make the most broken bungalow I could for selling weed. So all of the equipment needed will be down below in the description, including a total price. Let's just go ahead and start building. So these 3 shelves are going to be for our 3 botanists, and how we stock it up, we haven't gotten fertilizer yet. I can't just spawn it in because this is my 0 to 100k save file, so I don't want to use commands. But each of these shelves is for 1 botanist. We have a total of 3 botanists and 2 handlers. The 3rd botanist is right here. And I'm going to show you all of their paths, all of their routes, so that we can have jars and baggies packaged here, all ready. And there's the last botanist here. So without further ado, let's just build this thing. So to stock it up, we'll need 8 of the extra long life soil, 24 seeds, and 24 fertilizer. Obviously I can't get fertilizer right now because it's 5 AM and I'm in my 0 to 100k save file, so I don't want to use commands, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Let's just go ahead and start building it now. I remember playing with my friend and he discovered that the botanists can actually travel through extension racks. So just say we have this botanist assigned to all 4 of these. He'll be able to go in between these little nooks and crannies that we can't and harvest all the plants and do everything he needs to do. It's very, very interesting. So what we're going to do, that was incorrect, we're going to build 24 plants. So we're going to do 4 here and 4 here, and we're going to pick up this trash can because we no longer have a cleaner, because we're just doing handlers and botanists. And we're going to do, actually now that we don't have a trash can, we can do like this. This is all the suspension racks. We have 12 actually large storage racks. We'll get to that in a moment. That's all down in the description below. But these are our suspension racks laid out. It's absolutely ridiculous. I do have a slight fear of botanists not being able to go through here, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now we're laying out all the air pots. This is all just the most expensive stuff. However, because I am playing this on a actual save file and not just using commands or whatever, I decided I wouldn't go for the $200 lights. They're just ridiculously expensive. I really don't see the point. And what you can do, if you're not stupid like me, is you can actually place lights like this, so that that light would work on both of those plant pots. But I didn't think of that before I bought everything. So we have 24 of these $80 lights. If you wanted, you could go for the full spectrum, but it's just a waste of money in my opinion. We also went for air pots instead of moisture preserving pots. I like moisture preserving pots, but like I said, we're trying to make this as absolute overkill as we can. Just like that. Look at that. Okay, so I've just changed around things just a little bit. Let's just put that there for now. It doesn't really need to go anywhere in particular, but I've changed this around. So basically, employees are able to reach through walls and place things on shelves. So I'm hoping that the botanist, instead of trying to get through this weird gap, will go through these 4 and place it on the walls here. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with Bro here. His supply rack is going to be this one. Now we're just going to shift click all of these pots here. That's 8 pots. So he's got all those pots. Don't worry about the handlers for now. Let's grab Bro. This one, 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 and this one. Let's make his supplies this one. And then let's get this guy. Let's make his supplies this last shelf. And let's give him the remaining drying racks. This one, these ones, and these 2 here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to shift click 12 pots, which is exactly half of the pots we have here today. So this is 12 pots, right? And we're going to select the seed. Obviously for my series, it's going to be OG Kush. We're going to put fertilizer in there, and we're going to select the destination to here. This will be empty when the time comes. Now let's grab the remainder of our pots, the other 12 pots, and let's do the same thing. OG Kush, obviously you can put whatever you want. Using this like half pot here method is good if you want to grow 2 different kinds of weed. However, it's a little bit difficult because this is going to be our jars and this is going to be our baggies. Next up, I'm going to show you how exactly to stock these individual shelves up. Okay, so now we're going to assign one of our handlers to a packing station here, and we're going to transfer the product that gets delivered to the shelf to the packing station. This guy is going to transfer jars, and this packing station is going to deliver jars to here. This gentleman will be assigned to this packing station here. This is our bag man. He is going to move product onto the packing station. He is going to move bags onto the thing. And I actually decided, just to keep things clean, this is actually going to go to this shelf here, and this packing station is actually going to go to this shelf here. So it's like jars, baggies, full jars, baggies, if that makes sense. And now for these spaces here, you can really do whatever you want in re-storage. I like to just use it for an overflow of supplies and product. It's probably what I'm going to use it for here. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep and see what kind of kinks we need to work out tomorrow. So the guys are going to get working. Actually, you know what? Let's just let them. Obviously, we don't have enough seeds for everything, so I'm just going to take 8 seeds. So I've just topped up seeds there so that he can get to work. And we're going to quickly run to the hardware store and grab our fertilizer. And we will meet with our dealer, grab the rest of the seeds, and then everything will be in place for us to watch how the product cycles through the bungalow. Okay, so I had to just rejig things because the guy that was standing here is now knocked out. You might be able to hear him snoring because he wouldn't leave and he was bugged. So I had to get a new employee. He's currently here, stuck inside everyone, but everybody has the same paths as before. Half of the room is split to go here. Half of the room is split to go here. The handlers are looking after everything they should. And once again, how we're doing it is jars in this one, baggies in this one. This is their fill up. I'm using this shelf and this shelf as my overflow of product. I'll probably use this shelf to keep, you know, extra product like soil and seeds and everything like that. And how the supply shelves are sorted out is 8 extra long life soil, which will do 3 grows. So that's 24 grows altogether. So we have 24 fertilizer, 24 seeds, and we have that per shelf so that it's per botanist. As you can see, he's set to this shelf and the other guy's set to that one, the other guy's set to that one, which I'm just going to make sure of because I don't want there to be any hiccups. So let's put everything in the briefcases. So, people, we did incur a bit of a bottleneck where this gentleman got stuck right here, and I think it was because there was somebody working on the plant. This place is kind of too chaotic for its own good, and I can feel my frames just slightly slowing down. But I just love the sheer power. That's why we only have 8 jars, but as you can see, this is about, probably since the growing happened, this is probably about like a couple of hours, like half a day's labor for the, this is all stuff I had already, for the botanist and the handlers. So what we can do is just let this run for a little bit longer. I'll get back to you guys at the end of the day and we'll see how much stuff we have, and if we do incur any more bottlenecks, I'll let you know. What I did was, with this bottleneck with the handler stuck here, I just punched him until he was knocked out, and then I slept and he was working the next day, obviously after I paid him. So that's an easy fix, but I don't know if you should really implement this. I mean, by the time you get to the bungalow, you should be making crystal anyway. I've got a ridiculously slick crystal setup. So if you want a tutorial on that, it's pretty good because it's not like overcomplicated like the rest of the crystal guides on YouTube. So just let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Okie dokie, everybody. Well, it took just about all the money I had. I ended up taking the excess product that was here and giving it to my dealers because very quickly we needed some overflow space. So let's tally up how much product we made out of those 3 rotations. It took about, I'd say, just about 4 days to get everything packaged, but about 3 days to get everything grown. For some reason this didn't grow, but I'm not going to hold it against it. Okay, so let's tally up everything we have. 60, that's 80, that's 140 baggies, plus 160 baggies. That's 300 baggies, plus another 160, that's 460, plus 60. That's 520 individual baggies of weed. And here we have 111 jars of weed, which is 555 jars of weed. So just coming out of that at exactly, this is quick maths for you. What's that, like 1,115? And look at the mess we made. It's actually not as bad as I was expecting it to be. So I need to go pick up money from my dealers because they've been dealing for ages. But if you want to see how the 0 to 100k OG Kush challenge is going, check the episode. I'm going to upload this episode with that episode. I'm going to upload this guide, excuse me, with that episode all on the same day, all together. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Let me know if you want me to do this with Crystal. Let me know if you want to see my personal most productive crystal guide. And I also have a couple other ideas stewing up. I might fire up the YouTube channel live and multi-stream it on my Onion Twitch channel as well. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in dropping in to a live stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and we'll be back with more Schedule 1 content very soon. Bye.